Morning, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to WestysAngling. As you can probably hear, it's an absolutely glorious sunny day in Lancashire today. I've been really excited for this video, and it's been something that has been a massive struggle to try and keep a secret and to not tell you guys about. But I've had my own wafters made and we're really excited to try them out today. We're at High Hayes Fishery in Chorley, which is a mixed species coarse water with some really good carp in. There's barbel, there's tench, there's bream. If you're following the channel, you'll know I like High Hayes Fishery, and so does my dad. It's a great place to come to give a bait a really good test out. So let's talk a little bit about my wafters. Now, they're quite a special wafter. The bait company that's made them for me is Aquastim, and they're very limited. I will be selling them, but we're going to give them a good try out first. So potentially by the time this video uploads, they'll be on my website at www.westysangling.co.uk. but let's see how we get on with them in today's video. So if you're wondering what they are, they're a fish meal wafter, and I've had them made in a salmon pink colour. Now, we've had really good success on the Aquastim F1, haven't we, Dad, over the last few months?
Yes, we have.
So it's one of the reasons that we've been giving Aquastim baits so much of a test out, is because, you know, I wanted to work with the company and I wanted to produce my own bait, or at least to try and produce my own bait, or something a little bit special. So that's what I've done. Like I said, they're a salmon pink F1 wafter, but the thing that makes them special and different is they're a fish meal wafter, which, if I can get my head around it right, it's a more natural food source for the fish, isn't it, Dad?
Yes, it is.
It's not like these artificial wafters that you buy from a lot of the big bait companies. They're just not natural foods, so you don't really get the same stimulation and reaction as you do with the fish meal wafter. But that means that sometimes you struggle to get the right colours with them, but I think these will work great. As you can see, they're a washed out salmon pink colour. I will give you a better look at these when we get a little bit more light, because it's still dark, isn't it, Dad? It's hammering it down. So obviously we're coming into autumn now, and the mornings are starting to get darker and darker. So on the videos, usually in these intros, it's going to be probably a bit darker, isn't it, Dad?
Yeah. Yeah, unless we come later.
Unless we come later, yeah. But we like getting here early and getting the best spots and all the rest of it. But look at this, absolutely hammering it down as well, which doesn't help. I'm not even set up yet. I'm going to be fishing both rods on the wafters. Like I say, giving them a right good test out. We're going to be fishing through the day for a multitude of species. My dad's going to be using them as well. So they're an 8mm wafter. I'm going to be fishing them on the method feeder and also with a bomb. I've tied up some really small little PVA mesh bags to use with the bomb. So I'm going to have one rod out on the bomb and the other rod out on the method feeder. My dad's fishing 2 banjo feeders, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, usual setup.
Usual setup, specimen rods, vital arms, and that's going to give us our best chance for success today, I think. There's been quite a big temperature drop overnight. I think it's about 5 degrees, Dad.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a maximum of 14 today, and this sort of weather.
It's put a lot of rain down over the last couple of days. Hopefully that doesn't affect the fishing. Obviously I want this bait test to be transparent. I don't want to be selling you rubbish, so that's why I'm giving the baits a really good test out before I start selling them. But I think they'll do well. Don't you, Dad?
Yeah.
What do you think, folks?
Yeah,
what's your predictions before we start the video?
Yeah.
They'll do well, won't they?
Yeah, they like the business they do.
So definitely look the part. Dad's already set up, he's eager to get fishing, so I'm going to let him set the rest of his gear up. He's going to get his rods out, and I'll show you my little bit of a setup here behind us. Right folks, let's get into the video. Let's see how we get on with these wafters. Tell you what folks, I am so excited to try out my wafters. I can't wait to get set up and get a rod out with them on. My dad's just cast his feeders out, so we'll see if he picks up anything. I'm sure we'll do well on them. They're a great colour, and if you're wondering why I've not made like a washed out pink colour, because you know that I do like that colour, when you start adding natural food sources into the wafters, like the fish meal base mix, then it tends to darken the wafter up a little bit, and you can't get the same colour as some of these artificial wafters. But what I'm hoping is, and what I'm thinking that the fish will see them as a better food source than some of these artificial wafters. But they're still an absolutely beautiful colour. Like I said, a salmon pink and I think they'll stand out well against any kind of feed pellets. So I think we're still going to have some visible attraction, but also we've got the flavour attraction with that really strong F1 sweet flavour. So I'm going to get my rod set up, like I said. So sticking with the Aquastim theme, if you're wondering what pellets I'm going to be using today, I'm going to be using the Black Magic 2mm mixed with F1 Sweet 2mm. And I've already tied up some tiny little PVA mesh bags to go out on the bomb, and obviously I'm going to mix some feed pellets up for the method feeder. Same mix, Black Magic and F1 Sweet, which will go perfectly with my F1 Sweet Wafters, hopefully. But if you can see them, it's hard to see because it's low light conditions, isn't it, Dad? But they're a little bit more pink than probably they're showing up on the camera, especially when you get them in water. Right, okay, so I've already got my rods out of the bag. I just need to put them together, get my rod pod set up, and we'll get a couple of wafters out on these rods. Right, let's get some pellets mixed up for the method feeder. Oh, got you on chest cam again today, so it's quite a bit harder to get the angles right in chest cam. It's either all legs or all arms. Right, there's our mix. If you haven't heard of Aquastim before, I will put a link for them in the description, so you can have a nosy at their website if you wanted to. The mother company for Aquastim is actually British Aqua Feeds, which is a well-known company. So I'm going to soak these for about 15 seconds. That's them ready for the method feeder. Fishing in absolutely awful weather conditions recently, aren't we, Dad?
Your mum thinks you're crazy. She's probably right.
Constantly drying tackle out. I don't want to touch these little PVA bags with my wet hands, but they're ready to go out. I've tied up probably about 15 of them, so there's enough for a good few casts in there. I can always put both rods onto a method feeder a little bit later on if I run out of little PVA bags. Look at them bad boys. So excited. Dad's not had anything quite yet. His rods have only been out about 5 minutes. So on the bomb, I'm going to be putting that out with a size 14, which is absolutely perfect to balance these 8mm wafters, on a 7-inch hook length. And that's just going to an inline lead, small inline lead. And then I've tied up obviously a 4-inch method feeder, hook length, again size 14. Let's get our wafters on. Dad just had a bit of a line bite. Beautiful colour, so we should get good contrast and visibility with those. They band perfectly as well, as you'd expect. Keep my hands dry. Right folks, so for the bomb I've just got a 1.5 ounce inline NGT lead there, and I'm going to put my longer hook length on. So I've just got a little bit of rig rubber there, and I'm just sliding that over the quick change swivel just to stop this hook length coming off. And then I'm going to pull that back gently into the lead, and we're going to get a bolt effect from that. But it's also very loose that a fish can literally, even a breamer, be able to pull that out, and we'll get good bite indication. And like I said, about a 7 or 8 inch hook length there. A little bit of rig tubing on the end just to keep that wafted to the shank of the hook. If you're wondering how to tie up these rigs, I'll put a link in the description. Dad's us into a fish on the Westies Salmon Pink Wafters. I'll tell you what folks, I'll let you guys name them. What should we call them? Should we call them the Westies Salmon Pink Wafters? Looks like is it a decent fish, Dad? It's going some. Not a bream, is it?
No. I'm guessing over 10. It's a decent tension, it is.
But it's a good F1. Oh no, it's in the snags there. And there we go folks. Let's so we'll bring this round. What's that in its mouth, Dad? It's a Westies Salmon Pink Wafter. Look at that.
5 minutes.
First 5 minutes. Nice F1. Cool, good stuff. Good start. Well done, Dad. like I was saying, so all I'm going to do is going to hook one of these pre-tied little tiny PVA mesh bags of pellets on. Hook it through twice. I don't want it too hard on there. And we're just going to flick this out. Where should we put it, folks? Let's go next to the aerator over there. Needs to be quick before this PVA bag melts. Let's go there. So I've cast that rod out. My method feeder rod, I'm going to try down the margin here to start with. These pellets should be perfect now. As you can see, I've got my mix of Black Magic, which are the darker pellets, and the F1 Sweet to go with my Wafters.
Is it me, or does that look lighter now it's been in the water?
It definitely looks more pink now, yeah. What do you think, folks? Can you see that on the camera? Yeah, I think it has lightened up a bit. Well, with them being a natural fish meal wafter, Dad, it does sound right that they would wash out a bit after being in the water for a few minutes. So 4-inch hook length there. Like I said to you before, if you want to know how to tie your own up, I'll put a link in the top right hand corner now for you, showing you how to do that. This is just a flatbed method feeder, Preston Innovations one. Slightly burying the wafter in there. Right, I'm not adding any attractants today or anything like that. I want this to be a fair test of the wafters. So just pellets and wafters, that's it. And like I said to you before, the pellets are the same flavour as the wafters themselves. They've got the same attractants built into them. So I've just brought my method feeder in to recast, and my dad's right, they're definitely a lot lighter once they've been in the water. Definitely go more of a washed out pink colour. Let's compare that one with these out the packet. Yeah, it's definitely lighter, that one. It's probably hard to tell on the GoPro, especially because it's not fully light yet. Now, we will be trying these out over the next few sessions, feeder fishing. So we're not going to base it just on today's results. We're going to give them a really good test out. So the pots that I'll be selling are very limited. So they're on a first come first serve basis. And like I said, they'll be on my website. I will put a link in the description for my website. And I sell other things on there like merch and hoodies and caps and all sorts. Beanies for the colder weather. So if you fancied having a nosy at that, like I said, links in the description, or you can head over to www.WestysAngling.co.uk. I'll have a couple of casts down that margin there. I'm in down the margin here. Little bream. Second species, tiny little eyed roach. Have a look. What do you think, Dad? Oops. You've just had a bit of a knock on yours as well. I think it's a roach. Have we had a roach here before? I don't think we have we?
I think that.
Is it?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
Black eye in it.
No, it's got some orange in its eye. Orangey yellow. I would say that's a roach. I think that's a roach, Dad. But either way, it's another species. Yeah, it was. Right in the margin, that. Yeah, you're right. They definitely go lighter in the water. So they go from like an orangey salmon pink to like a washed out pink. Right, so let's get that back down the margin. We're fishing for absolutely anything today, guys. That's why we've come here. We want to test the wafters out on a good mix of species. Where that shot off then, Dad, I'd say that's another tench. Bream. It were a right run for a bream, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it were.
Third species on the wafters, guys. It's come out in the net. That wafter. Reuse it, Dad, the deer them.
Yeah, at the minute.
Yeah. God, don't waste them. We're a commodity, these. Yeah, nice breed. 3 species in half an hour. It's a good sign. Well, another one, folks. Another species. I think this one's an hide. It's got dark fins. Mind you, though, this has got an orange eye, I think. Maybe a hybrid. Nice one.
Now that.
That's a roach. That's definitely a roach.
That's a nice roach too.
Yeah, it is. Fat. Well, might be a good roach bait. Cracker. As you can see, it's got orange eyes, and that's how we can tell that it's not an hide. There's a lot of hide in here. Let's get it back, and there you go. On the old Westies salmon pink wafters.
That's good.
Yeah, look at how pink it looks in that water there. You see that?
Yeah.
It's like a proper, it's almost nearly fluorescent in the water. It's like yeah, no, I mean, I like them. I think they'll do really good. Well, they're doing all right so far anyway. Right, let's get this back out. I'm going to try the other margin, even though I'm getting roach down that side. Right, folks, so I've had absolutely nothing over there near the aerator on my PVA bag. So I'm going to put another one on, and I'm going to put it down here, just out from this margin. And I'm probably going to leave it a little bit longer, this one. So just hook our PVA bag on there a couple of times. Don't want to put it through too many times, because we do want the bag to melt off the hook. And like I said, I'm just going to underarm it down here next to these reeds. I've had carp down there before, so let's see. Perfect, that. If I seem excited about these wafters, folks, it's because I am. I've been wanting to have my own bait made for a while, and I'm definitely impressed with them so far. Like I said, we're going to keep trying. I'm going to keep using them. Probably bore you to death with them over the next few sessions, but we'll give them a right good try out, and you can see what you think. And if you want to support the channel and give them a go yourself, you can. So I am going to give away 2 tubs of these wafters in today's video. So all you need to do to be in with a chance of winning is make sure that you've commented, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, and also head over to my WestysAngling Facebook or Instagram and give us a follow on there. So just them 3 things: comment, subscribe, and head over to Instagram or Facebook and give me a follow there. Easy. And I'll pick 2 people at random from the comments, and I'll pop you a message and arrange to get you a tub of wafters sent out. But after you've tried them, I definitely want your feedback on them as well. I tell you what, guys, I wish it was smell-o-vision. I wish you could smell these wafters. They're so strong, aren't they, Dad? Such a lovely, strong, sweet smell, just like the Aquastim F1 Supreme. And you know I love that flavour. That was a cracking run. Speeding around like it's an F1. Me and my dad was just saying that this isn't the place to come to test the wafters out on carp. We never do mega well on carp at High Haze. It's a lovely F1. Gold colour. Looks a bit crucian-ish. What do we think, folks? No, it's got a bit of something mixed into it. A bit of koi or something. Weird shape. Can you see it's orange flecks there at the back? Another fish falling to Westies wafters. Oh. Yeah, it was. Shot off, didn't it? Oh yeah, they've got a really nice colour now.
Yeah, I like it.
It's like the water kind of activates them, doesn't it?
It does.
That's cool.
That's a proper pink.
It's gone proper pink, hasn't it? That's amazing. We could have done with these wafters in summer, couldn't we, Dad?
Yeah.
When it was a bit more full on. It's probably not going to be a true reflection at this time of year when the bites are slowing down and the fishing's getting tougher. If anything, actually, that's probably a truer test, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
That they work. If you can catch on them through the autumn and the winter months, then you're going to get fish on them in summer, aren't you? But we're not doing too bad so far. We've had a good mix of species. Like I said, you never do really well for carp here at High Haze. You've got to really catch it on the right day to get the carp on the feed. But it's great for bream, great for tench, and they're getting to some good sizes as well. So, and as you've seen, I've had a couple of roach, there's some really good hiding here, barbel, so there's plenty of fish to target, and that's why I wanted to test them here, because of the multitude of species, you know, making sure that all fish are like them. But there's absolutely no reason why they wouldn't. We all know that the fish like the sweet flavour, and also the pinky orangey colour is absolutely spot on for visibility. So that's my thoughts on it anyway, but I'm sure you'll all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is it a common? There we go. Is it a common or an F1?
F1.
Hopefully F1 actually. They get a lot bigger than this in here though, the F1s. Well over £5. Oh, there you go, Dad. Here we go. It's coming alive now. Let's get this out of the way. That's a good tench, Dad. I think you need to change that feeder, Dad. Is it turning into a lucky feeder or something?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it is. That's,
absolutely no bait left.
That's been on 12 months.
Look at that tench.
I bet that's been on 12 months at least.
Dear me. If anybody wants any proof that my dad's a cheapskate, that's it.
That's one of them cheap eBay feeders as well.
I know. They're a rare commodity as well, aren't they? You can't get them anymore. Right, I'm going to get my hook out this nettle and get it back out. So over a long period of time, because these are fish meal wafters, they'll actually break down. They're constantly releasing scents and attractants into the water column. We'll get this back out. That one was over by the aerator, where I initially cast the PVA bag. So how many species are we on there, Dad? 5 species, not bad. Another bream. Well, they're doing well, Dad. So you can tell that we're coming into the tough fishing season now, because there's only one other person on the whole complex here today. Apart from me and my dad, and I don't blame them, because it is absolutely miserable today. It's cold, obviously it was wet this morning, but luckily we managed a good few fish already today. Quick time check, it's 9:30, so we've been fishing for an hour and a half-ish. So those fish in an hour and a half, in my opinion, isn't that bad at all. But we're going to keep going. Hopefully we get something a little bit better, a little bit bigger than what we've been catching. One of them nice big F1s that are in here would suit me fine for today, I think. I think I'd be chuffed with that. Or maybe a couple of big slabby bream. Little bream. Little skimmer. Proper wolf that Westys wafted out.
No, this is just fitting in its mouth, I think. Yeah.
But look at how, because we've got some proper light now behind us. Look at how pink that's gone in the water.
Yeah, that's got a proper.
You can't.
That's only that was a new wafter, this cast.
That's brilliant. Right, go and get one of them Sonny Baits wafters and we'll compare it. The Sonny Baits ones will definitely still be a bit lighter, but now these have been activated in the water, they are a lighter washed out shade of pink. Dad's just getting a Sonny Baits one. So if you put it on my hand there, Dad.
Yeah, Sonny Baits, and that's one that's...
So as you can see, the left one obviously has been in the water probably about half an hour. The one on the right is fresh out the packet, and then you've got your Sonny Baits washed out there underneath. But they're working. It's a good bream if it's a bream, Dad. Yeah. Bit of a weird take actually.
Well, it was an F1 again?
Yeah, it's kind of speeding around like it is. It's maybe a small F1. Oh, it's a tench. That's a beautiful tench. This is in good condition.
Some lovely tension here.
Yeah, there is. They're all different colours as well.
Yeah,
They go from greens all the way up to like a light gold colour to a purple. Stunner. Reuse that same wafter. There we go.
I think it's this that...
That whole thing's, it looks like the whole inside of it's spinning. Yeah, they're going a bit knackered, my Grace Prodigy PB rods, folks, which I'm gutted about because I do really like the rods, but it might be time to invest in some new specimen rods. Now, I do have other specimen rods. I've got some Grace Prodigy PB barbel rods, but exactly, yeah, but the 2 1/4 test, which is for small fish like this, you don't get any kind of play in the rods really. And they're a little bit long, these, to be fair, Dad. It's a nice bream, yeah, I think. Nice slab of a bream. Oh, it is a good bream. Oh, it's a slab. It's a slab, Dad.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That is a proper bream.
It's wide, isn't it? I thought it were a carp.
Well, I
Look at
saw
that.
it flash and I thought, oh, it looks silvery colour. And I thought, it looked big.
I don't know whether that might be a PB bream for me, Dad. Certainly not far off.
It's as big as we've had it.
I'm going to say that's probably a PB bream for me, folks. PB bream on my own Wafters. Absolutely brilliant. Can't ask for better than that. Look at that. It's wide, isn't it? Cracker. Said that I fancied a big slab of a bream today. Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. Should I weigh it? What is it?
No, that's it.
It's the size of the net, isn't it? I don't think it's £3, Dad, but well, it might be, wouldn't it?
310.
This might be just shy.
310.
So let's put it back and then we'll weigh the net. So 310 with the net. Spot on, £3.
Yeah, that was a good guess, man.
Absolutely. Right, let's see if there's any more of them slabs out there. It definitely makes it better, Dad, that it's on my own Wafters. Well, folks, I'm really chuffed with that, honestly. And I'm chuffed with how well the Wafters are working. And that wind's picking up now as well, which can be good here. Alright, there doesn't seem to be anything down this margin anymore. It's like them roach have moved off. So, I'm going to send this out towards the middle and try for one of the nice F1s that are in here. They usually tend to hug the middle line, the F1s. Not got a clue why. Well, folks, I'm not having much success on the bomb today, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both on method feeders. So next cast, we'll bring this one in, we'll put another method feeder on and we'll change the hook length. What was I saying, folks? No, this is on the bomb. I was just about to reel it in and put both onto method feeders. It's only small, this, I think. It feels a bit tenchy, Dad.
Jaggy.
Yeah. But it's very hard to tell the difference here. Oh, it's pulled out.
Oh,
Ah, damn. I wonder if that's something to do with it being the bomb and the longer hook length. It's not quite caught it right in the mouth. Right, I'm still going to swap it onto a method feeder, I think. Oh, this wind's picking up. Keeps changing direction. Double load this a little bit. Probably will try back down the margin a little bit later on, but I think for now they seem to be a little bit further out. Very absorbent though, these WestysAngling towels, I must admit. I'm just recasting my other dads into another fish. Another small tench, Dad. Awesome. How many fish do you reckon we've had now? 10, 15? It's alright, I've got it. Yeah. Yeah, they must be further out, Dad. Bites that we're having are towards the middle. Probably because the water's cooled down a little bit. That's another nice bream, that. Another nice bream, I think. Oh God, that is a good one. That even, yeah, that might even be bigger. Oh Dad, it's definitely bigger. Oh, hooks come out of the net as well. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, it is.
It definitely feels heavier.
Oh yeah, it is.
Can't believe it. Yeah, that is, if we measure it up in the net, that is definitely bigger. I'll show you its good side, because it's got a bit of damage on the other side. Look at the width on it. Very wide fish. It's £4.2, so minus the net, it's a couple of ounces bigger than that last one. So brought 2 PBs today. Look at how chunky these bream are getting in high haze. Well folks, 2 PB bream, really can't argue with that so far. I seem to be getting my fish towards the centre line, which honestly does make sense, because usually when it gets colder here, the fish do tend to push back into the middle of the lake, especially the F1s. But them bream are cracking, they're getting really good sizes in here. And it is a lot of water. It's a big lake, isn't it, Dad?
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
Both sides are connected. It's a big lake and it's deep as well. So that's why the carp are getting big, the bream are getting big, and obviously the tench are getting big as well. But because there's not massive stocks of carp in, that's what's allowing the other fish to get to the bait. He obviously feeds it as well, so he goes around most mornings putting pellets in, so he's constantly feeding the fish, and they're getting really good sizes, which they're getting impressive, to be honest. And like I said to you, all the fish today have been on my Wafters. Mega chuffed with that. Right, let's see if we can get some more of them bream, see if we can beat that £3 6 ounce. God, look at the ripple on this water now blowing in this way. Oh, that's not a bream, is it? Yeah, it's a nice F1. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, that's a good one. Well, I think that's me brolly knackered. We've still got this F1 in here. I just need to try and get this brolly back the right way around. Oh God, there we go. Let's put it down. Oh, what a kerfuffle. Oh, sorry, carp. Oh, what is it, Dad? Oh, it's a stonking tench.
Get mine, eh?
Yeah, get you on that, Dad. What a lovely tench. Oh, keep that carpet margin there. Look at this. Another bonny fish. Tench going back. Give my daddy's net back. And we'll have a look at this F1. The size of this F1, folks. Probably about £6. What do you think, Dad?
Yeah, easy.
Huge, the F1s in here. Look at that for an F1. They do get bigger than this as well. I've had F1s in here that are easily coming up to £7, which is absolutely fab for an F1. But lovely fish, this. Great condition. Great scale pattern on it. I'll get it back. Woo! Epic. Dad's putting his brolly down now as well. I think it's bent your stem. Probably just a little bit too windy to have the brollies up today. But it's been a good test of my Wafters. My rod was halfway in then, folks, with this one. Again in the middle of this. Oh, I think it's a tench.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little F1. Look at it digging. Get in the net and get it back. Still got one of my other wafters in there, look. Oh God. Stay still, stay still. Just hooked in the corner of the mouth. Let's keep it in the net, let's get it back. Sorry Dad. Keep hitting me Dad with net. I'm not used to these long net handles. That went off pretty quick that time. It was probably only in a couple of minutes. So by the time this video is launched, they're probably going to be packaged up and ready for sale. So like I said, head over to the website, and I want to see the fish that you catch off them. So head over to the website, get yourself some, support the channel. I'm confident you'll do well off them after today's session. But like I said, if you want to hold off and see how we get on over the next few weeks with them, then you're more than welcome to do that. But if you do happen to buy some of them, I want you to tag me in a picture of the biggest fish that you catch on them in that session and show everybody else how good they are. That's what I want you to do for me if you happen to buy some. So tag me in a picture of the nicest fish, the biggest fish that you catch on my wafters. You can either do that on the WestysAngling Instagram, you can do it on the WestysAngling TikTok, or you can do it on the WestysAngling Facebook. I'm on all social media platforms, so hopefully you've got one of them. And if you do happen to buy some, like I said, tag us in them. Mix a few more pellets up because I'm running out of catching that many fish on these wafters. Well, Dad's got another species on Westy's wafters. Barbel. Nice one too. Epic, Dad. You got it? Lift it up, let's have a look at it. Cracking barbel. I didn't know whether we'd get barbel on them, you know, with it being like a sweet flavour. But they do take the Sonia baits, pink ones, don't they? Oh, you've got fish on that as well. Right, I'll get the barbel back, Dad. Let's get this barbel back. It's not good to have them out of the water for too long. Let it recover. It's another barbel. Bigger. Do you think? I don't know actually. No, you're the one with bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got it. There we go. It's lovely to catch them in coarse waters like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird that you would get two in quick succession though.
I only said to you this morning, that colour, I thought would be alright for barbel. When you look at a lot of the baits that they advertise for barbel and that, they're that like salmony colour.
Yeah, salmony pink colour. Do you mean like luncheon meats and like dyes and stuff like that? Yeah. From you? Nobody over that other side today, so don't think that was as far as that last one, was it?
No.
I absolutely love this colour, and especially when it's been in the water a while and it turns this really bright washed out pink. Epic. Obviously I'm not pushing them on you guys, it's not the reason that I'm doing this channel, it's just a bit of fun, but if you did want to try them, you're more than welcome to. They seem to be working mega well, and like I said, it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, making my own bait, and Aquastim were nice enough to produce them for me. Obviously it has cost me a fair bit of money to do it, but definitely worth it. Like I said, it's something that I've wanted to do for ages, and I thought it'd be brilliant for the channel as well. Something a little bit different. Oh, this weather. Oh, no. Don't know what it is, it just splashed on the surface. Oh, it's tench. It's gone back. Oh, nearly lost my cap. Another El Slabo. Slab City today. Look at that. El Slabo. Ah, get me with line. It's not quite as big as my two, I don't think, Dad. Still a nice one.
About 2.5.
I think it's a really dark F1. Oh, goldfish. It's a really dark F1.
It's very dark.
Look how dark it is. It's like a chocolate. Look at that. Almost ornamental.
Ah, it's good. Yeah, that might have been a goldfish carp hybrid or something.
I think you might. Something definitely messing with that already. You've only just cast that back out. My side's gone quiet. I think this wind's blowing them all to your side then. Oh, shit. Right, putting you back on chest cam. Bit of a tenchy bream take that, I think. If I had to guess. Not landed it yet, it's a nice tench. Oh. Hook perfectly in the side of the mouth as always when fishing the method. You think it's a good fish?
It's heavy. Just sat on bottom.
Might be a good barbel. Lovely barbel. Yeah, I knew it was a barbel the way it was stirring the bottom up and holding deep. What a really nice one. Bigger than your other two. Definitely. Gorgeous barbel on Westys salmon pink wafters. Lovely. That's a proper one, that, Dad. It's one of them dark bronze ones. It's interesting that the common and the mirrors aren't feeding, but the F1s are. Oh god, that's a chunk. Look at how wide it is across its shoulders.
Ooh, that's heavy.
Yeah, it is.
That is heavy. Seriously.
My god. I think we've caught that one before. I recognise the scale pattern in this. Bit of orange in it. Look at the size of that F1. Obviously you can tell it's an F1 because it's got no barbules. They've got this lateral line of dots going down the side. What do you think that is, Dad? £7?
It's going on that way, isn't it?
At least, yeah, I think at least £7. It's very wide. I've just recast mine. Everything's covered in mud and sludge. Well, I think this is one of the best days we've had here in a long time, Dad. Especially for a mix of species, barbel, carp, solid bream. Definitely can't complain, folks. What time is it, Dad?
25 past 12.
So it's 12:25. We'll probably fish through till, what do you think, about 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get some more fish, but in summary of the Wafters, I'm really impressed, honestly. I couldn't ask for them to be better, I don't think. They've definitely done the job today. We've caught loads of different kinds of species, which is the main thing, and a couple of PB fish, which is nice. So I think they definitely work. I'm confident in saying that to you guys, and I'm obviously confident in selling them as well, because if they were crap, I just wouldn't have sold them. I wouldn't have bothered. I'd have just written it off, and that's that. I'm definitely not in the business of selling rubbish. It's just not worth it. You know, I don't want to lose face or anything like that, but grab yourself some, try them out, and don't forget to tag me in them. But we'll see if we pick anything else up between now and the end of the day. What do you think of them, Dad?
Better than I could ever have expected, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I thought we'd do all right on them. I did like the look of the colour of that.
Yeah.
And especially how they sort of wash out the colour once they've been in water 5 minutes.
Yeah, they kind of activate, don't they?
Yeah, I can see that, you know, the particles and the flavours and what have you moving off that wafter and circulating in the water and attracting the fish in.
Expelling some of that fish meal.
Yeah, the fish meal
out
and
of
attractants
it.
and what
Yeah, exactly.
within that wafter, yeah.
Yeah, and they definitely become a lot more washed out within sort of like 10-15 minutes of being in the water.
You know, and well, we can't argue.
No, we can't.
With the size of the fish that we've had as well.
We've had some good days here, but I think this is definitely one of the best.
Yeah, oh, it's right up there, definitely. And I can't wait to try these wafters on a more carp-dominated water as well.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll work. I've got every confidence in them. Oh, here we go. That's a carp. It's either a carp or a barbel. Oh, it's pulling drag. Well, that was a good summary when that ripped off. Proved our point. And I just want to say a big thank you to Aquastim as well for making these for us.
Yeah,
they've definitely worked out well. Very, very high quality baits. You can't argue with them, can you?
No.
We've given them a right good try out over the past 12 months, and we've not been disappointed on one session. Very, very good, high quality baits. And like I said, they've been going years and years and years, the mother company, which is British Aqua Feeds. So honestly, I couldn't be more made up. Brilliant. And a brilliant day's fishing as well.
It's a weird thing, isn't it? Chubby looking thing. Yeah. Right belly on it. There's a fish.
Look at it. It's like a ball. Look how wide it is. Oh, yeah, this is something better, I think. Tench. Let's take it easy, Dad. Now it's another one of them good F1s. Bloody hell, he's in again on the Westies Wafters. People are going to be thinking he's getting way too excited over these Wafters, but I'm not bothered if anybody don't buy them, Dad. I'll keep them all. Awesome. Well, the boy's in. It's an F1. Oh, Dad, my other one's gone. Yeah, fish on the other. Oh, got him. Do you want to get? Yeah, that's a mess. That's an absolute slab of a bream again, Dad. Well, that was a right faff. But there we go. Look at that one. Double take, full net. I think that's, do you think that's any bigger, Dad? Do you think that bream's any bigger? Not weigh it, let's get them back. Oh my God. Double hook up again. Oh great. Towel is in the mud. Well, what an absolute red letter day today's been. Just changed the battery in the GoPro and get these rods back out. Oh, look at this, folks. We're fishing some bloody crappy weather for you. Double hook up on my dad's side. Oh, got me at nads, Dad. Dad, you grab this one. This is a good fish, this. It's like, look at this. I think this is a common. Oh, either that or it's a really big F1. Oh my God, that's an F1. Counts as mine, that one. That's £8 of anybody's money, that fish there. Put it back. The water's cold, you know. Oh. Look at this. Gone through some of these bloody wafters today, I tell you. I'm gonna go £8, Dad, I think. It's definitely an F1 as well, folks.
Yeah.
No, it's not quite. £7.
£7, yeah.
£7 on the nose, that. Which for an F1 is absolutely brilliant. They don't really get much bigger than that. It's an absolutely huge F1, that, Dad. I think it just makes it all the better that it's on my wafters. Absolute cracker of a day. Double hookups left, right and centre. I want you to comment down below who you think's had the better day, me or my dad. I think my dad's had probably the bigger fish. I've had some nice bream. 3 really nice bream. It's weird that the bigger bream are on this side, but the bigger carp are on that side. It's over a bream or a tench, I think. Look at it. That's a good few pound, that tench. Slippy sod. You're right, Dad, the barbel do like it down here under this tree.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
It's getting on them though and getting them bloody away from it. Yeah. Like you said, there must be absolutely loads of them under that tree. You got it, Dad? Yeah. Well, folks, I think it's safe to say today, considering the weather conditions, has been the best day we've ever had on High Hayes, and all the fish have been on my wafters. So, yeah, epic.
Outstanding.
So, but I mean, we're still fishing. Probably, I don't know, another half an hour or so, and then we'll get packed up. We're both knackered, to be honest. We've not stopped catching all day. It's been so steady and consistent. Double hookups left, right and centre. And you can hear the wind. I mean, it's just crazy weather. I mean, I just want to say as well, if the audio quality's been crap or the videoing's been crap, I'm so sorry, but these were the main aim of today. So all that matters is we've got some good footage, they work, we've tested them, and I'm looking forward to trying them at different venues. Went some, that one. It's not tiny though for an F1. Oh, got it out! Can't believe that. So this is down here in the margin. I mean, I don't know what this is, but it's either a barbel or a carp. Barbel. Bloody big barbel. I did well to get it out of there then. Yeah, it went straight for the snags. That is a proper one. Look at this. What do you reckon that is, Dad? 5 poundish. That is a proper barbel, that. Oh, and there's the Westies Wafter. Beautiful barbel. Pristine condition. It actually locked up in the snags, which are under that tree. But I just kept steady pressure on it and got it out. Oh. It's a bit of an old warrior, this. It's only got one eye. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's an old pirate of a barbel, that. But other than the eye, it's in beautiful condition. It's obviously not stopping it from feeding. But cracker. Well, Dad's just lost his hat. He's WestysAngling, but obviously because of lucky, I've managed to hook it. There we go.
Big wafter.
Fire. That'll take some drying out. Well done. Oh my god. We might have to call it a day. I'm in again down this left hand margin. What a day today. You wouldn't expect this many barbel on the river.
No.
And they're all a nice size. That's a proper... I'll do it, Dad. You're right. You watch this stuff. I've just got that barbel in the net still, and I've just had another nice roach. Don't let anything else blow away. It's making me anxious, all this wind. Well folks, I think that barbel was a really nice fish to end on, so we're going to call it a day there and get packed up. But I've had a cracking session, ain't you, Dad?
Yeah, it's been lovely. Lovely, considering the weather.
Yeah, we've persevered with the weather and we've had some really nice fish on them wafters. So I just want to say thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next WestysAngling, and hoping it's not as windy. See you later, folks.